I'm nervous.
Yeah. Okay, the meeting's being recorded. All right, Chris can fix this part.
Perfect. I can miss.
All right, well, let's introduce ourselves so that we're all here together.
Hi, I'm Robyn Coffin, ensemble member at Buffalo Theater Ensemble. And yay, here I am.
Nick, you're next.
Hey, I'm Nick Dufloth. I'm in the ensemble as an actor, and yeah, that's what I got. I'm sorry.
And I am Rebecca Cox. You might know me as Becca, and I am also an actor in the ensemble. So we are sad that we're not in an actual room together. I can't wait for my next Nick hug when it's safe to do it. But we're here together having a good time. And we were thinking that one of the things that we miss most is engaging with our community. And we were talking about how we love talkbacks after shows because you never know what's going to get thrown at you. So to kind of replicate that and hopefully get to know each other a little better even, we have these conversation cards and we're going to get to know each other and you're going to get to know us better in the way that you might after a talkback. So I'm going to just randomly pull a card here. Okay.
So fun. Real quick, fun fact. Nick and I actually went to College of DuPage together. When was this? Oh gosh, 96?
For you, I came later, 97.
Older.
It's
point that out.
98. But yeah, definitely.
So we've known each other for a very long time, but there are still things that we probably don't know or haven't ever really talked about. So this is very exciting.
Well, I can't wait.
I doubt it.
Well, let's find out if you know all the answers to Robyn's cards or not here. Okay, so this says, what gives you goosebumps?
Who should go first? Who do you want to go first, Rebecca?
I want Nick to go first because then I'm going to see if he can guess what your answer would be.
That's awesome. Damn it. I mean, darn it. Yes. Did you see what instantly what the tone of my voice was like if we're playing a board game? I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. So something that legitimately gives me goosebumps is, for lack of better term, centipede. They're in the basement. They come out of the and I'm telling you, I've had understandings of partnerships where spider freaks someone else out. So you're like, oh, okay, I'll take the spider and I'll take him out. No big deal. But those things, I mean, it's visceral. I'll be like the animated, maid on the chair. it's bumps for sure.
Is it the little like smooth ones or the ones with the feathery legs?
The feather? The smooth ones are super creepy too, but the feather ones, and then if you do kill them, you shouldn't because they're actually really great to have in your house.
Yeah, a lot of
gross. They like will stain your wall. So they leave a mark.
Well, the benefit of owning cats is that cats take care of that.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, Robyn, I'm gonna watch Nick's face while you give your answer about what gives you goosebumps and see if you called it.
I'm there with Nick on that. Those centipede things. Ooh. Really, hearing really great music gives me goosebumps. Usually live. But, I've been watching a ton of like recorded performances and recently Jack White was on SNL and the entire time I was watching him, I just had full on goosebumps. Even talking about it, I have full goosebumps right now. Just the excitement and like what it elicits in me and makes me feel. And I just love music so very much. So I get goosebumpy from music.
That's what I love about following you on social media is seeing what you're listening to at any given moment.
That's my record nights with my fiance. We look forward to it. Like it's a thing. So thank you.
Yeah. What gives me goosebumps is also a positive thing. It is having my head massaged in any way. I have it's like I'm an animal and I'm just like, so that is
drool.
If I could find anyone who was willing to massage my head for long enough, I am sure that I would drool.
What about those little wire things? The little wire with the handle?
I have one.
Okay, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right,
That's good. Good
pull
answers.
I think we should just go in the same order for this next one. I have not pulled it yet. What does it say? Oh, Nick might be able to answer this. What piece of advice would you offer to a newborn infant?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if this should be reserved for me first.
Okay, well, we can take a minute.
Gosh.
Nick has a not newborn infant, but a young child for anyone who doesn't know.
He's just graduated from infancy to toddler stage, and he is legitimately toddling at this point. So everything's locked and taped shut, and he's working on the doorknobs and things like that. Oh gosh, what advice would I give to an infant? Be happy.
You took mine.
You know, I feel like that. If you learn that,
for so long.
For the rest of your life, that's my advice.
That's good. Oh, that's good.
Told you I knew Robyn's.
Yeah. Be happy. Be yourself. I think that's a big one. I teach on camera acting, and I mean, not that I'm teaching infants on camera acting, but my general advice to most people is just be yourself. Like, it's okay to be you. And I think it's a really important thing to say now in the world, so yeah, just be yourself, be happy.
The world will try to tell you not to do either of those things. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think mine would be like, enjoy this cozy little bubble while you can, kid.
Totally. Take naps. Take a lot of naps.
Naps
now, because when you're an adult, you won't get them.
Let someone else just provide your food. Just enjoy that whole thing. That's what I would.
I think that's good advice.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I know.
Right?
I'm like, how long do we have?
We are officially going to do this all night. I love it.
Ooh. What are the first things you notice when meeting someone?
Same order?
Yeah. Or not.
Yeah, I feel like their voice, how intensely they look at the people around them, the room around them, and how they smell. It can be good. I'm not saying they smell bad. I'm just saying, someone like, you meet someone the first time, you're like, oh, hello, I know you.
That's very animal of you.
Well,
eye contact is a big thing that I notice. I'm so bad with names. So like when people tell me that, I have to see their names in writing, but when people tell me their names, I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm looking at how they're interacting and if they're making eye contact and their body language. I'm watching immediately.
I'm really similar. Pre-COVID, handshakes, like the feel of someone's handshake really matters to me. And then also like facial expressions and eye contact. I also don't remember names. I think it's probably, if I'm honest, because names are not interesting to me. It's like, if you told me like some interesting fact about your life, I will remember it for 20 years, but your name will be gone in an instant. But, kind of getting somebody's vibe like that physically is also important to me. Yeah. Okay.
The one thing we all had in common was the eye contact, intensity of how they look at you, and interesting. Interesting.
And there's a cat. A cat has joined us.
This is Izumi.
Izumi.
There we go. He's gone. We'll do one more here for sure, I think. So if money were no concern, what would you do differently?
I mean, I feel like, I don't know how to express it. I isolate all the passions and inspirations that me and my family have and work to find the right, whatever, coaches or opportunities or avenues to go in that. And obviously my friends, if money was not an issue, just go towards the inspiration in life. And yeah, that's what I would do.
If money were not an issue, I would probably travel like a mad woman pre-COVID. Yeah, I would probably just, and I would maybe have many houses in different places, but probably traveling and maybe like taking up photography or something, like something that I can preserve the memories in a beautiful way.
Yeah, I think I'm more like Nick in that the things that I love to do are not things that society values enough to pay me well to do. So if money were no object, I would like act and I would weave baskets and I would like just do creative things.
Heck yeah.
Because I could. That's what I would.
I feel like when we first started COVID, that's how I felt. I felt like I'm going to do all this stuff, I'm going to do some woodworking, and it's like, well, I mean, time is money, even if you're not working.
But I will say, I think that because during this time I have definitely tried to find the times and the moments where this can be enjoyable. And I have found a lot of that, like a lot of the things that I wasn't doing or that I've been trying to catch up on, or the rest has been great, right? So like using the time, because now we have it, to do some of those things in a different way, because we're not running around like crazy people, at least I'm not. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw in a non-big talk question, which is, what is the number one thing you're most excited to do next season with BTE when we're back in action?
For our 35th season, you mean?
I do indeed mean our 35th season.
I want to give
you, Nick.
Yeah, I forget. I'm looking at you guys. I'm like, yeah. Well, I wonder what they're thinking. I'm like, it's on me. I feel I am an actor in the company. My role is very specific, and so I am looking forward to mostly being on stage with all of you. Of course, of you two, and Connie over there in the corner, and the rest of the company. I mean, I'm a performer, so I'm looking forward to seeing that extra adrenaline and that extra kick that everyone gets, and that like wild-eyed look when they're on stage. That's what I miss about everyone in this circle and everyone on stage.
I would have to concur. Yeah, just that feeling, being on that stage again. We have such a beautiful stage that we get to step foot on. So just, that feeling, that rush of audience and energy, and just, looking into all of your eyeballs again, you're together, exchanging that energy. I can't wait to be on stage again. Yeah. Truly.
I think I can't wait for rehearsals again. And that's not always just like being on stage in rehearsals, but I love like, take 10, thank you 10. And then we sit and we like giggle and eat our snacks. And like, I love that, like sitting in those cushy seats in the first 2 rows and hanging out for a few minutes together with the cast. I love that. And then I think the second thing that I can't believe I'm even going to say, because I'm kind of shy, but I actually miss some of our like bigger community events. So I think about like our fundraiser event last year, and like I get a lot of social anxiety before those things, like before I walk in the room, but then it's so fun to see all those people who are there because they love BTE. So I'm excited for that as well.
I also look forward to the trivia nights. I miss the trivia nights. Those are always really, really, really fun.
It's a good segue to something else. That the only actually one thing that I did want to bring up during this whole thing is one thing that I feel like we never could verbalize that we would miss it, and it's after I watched the last month's same meeting, and it was Colleen Trinko, and it got me thinking about how awesome the Usher staff is. And I feel like some of those people have been there since I have been a student, like since then, right? And there's moments, especially because we try to utilize all the entrances to the stage, that you're out there with them. So as opposed to getting prepared like an actor, you know, and going like, okay, guys, you know, good work, Harry, you know, like, let's get ready for this. You're looking at them, go like, yeah, all right, let's do this. They're like, hey, break a leg, do a good job, And I feel like they're always the ones when you go out to get water, you know, from the concession stand, all those other things. I feel like they're the biggest fans of BTE, and I really appreciate that, and I really miss having that sort of built-in sort of like, you know, sort of, you know, like sort of extra step, you know, pep in your step when you walk into the theater, because they're there, you know.
And like the concession staff and the box office staff, that's so true. Like all the Mac staff, even when you're not in the show, when you go to see the other shows, they're like, hey, you're not in this one. You know,
100%.
Totally. It feels really wonderful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is. So I guess we put our masks on and we do our Zooms, and we look forward to when we're back able to do those things.
Mm-hmm. And we will be for sure. And I think it'll be really incredible to be back. I also just look forward to when we can all have a company meeting again and like be in the circle talking to each other. And that's, so much to look forward to that will be happening. Yeah.
Connie, are you still